speaker today requires little introduction. He's worked tirelessly and without compromise to awaken the lions in Canada and around the world. Please give a welcome to Pastor Artur Pawlowski.
Thank you so much. I know it's cold, but this is Canada after all. So my message to you will be a very simple one. Just endure it. I mean, if you want your rights back, if you want your freedom back, you gotta fight for it. You gotta endure the hardship. You gotta keep as hard as you can. Here is what our Prime Minister, because the one that we have right now is not our Prime Minister, but Honorable John G. Diefenbaker said, you can't stand up for Canada with a banana for a backbone. Today is a very important day. We have been lied to for too long. And here is a very interesting quote from Arthur Schopenhauer. All truth passes through three stages. First, it is ridiculed. We have been ridiculed for a long time. Second, it is violently opposed. Look at Austria. Look at Australia. Third, it is accepted as being self-evident. You gotta stand up, stay strong, and one day, truth like a pillar will stand tall. We have been intimidated and harassed for too long. We have been excluded from the decisions that are impacting and affecting our lives and the lives of our loved ones for too long. We have been treated without justice and the rule of law for too long. We have been cheated and robbed for too long. We want our resources and our lives and our freedoms back. We are done asking for permission. We are taking back what's rightfully ours. We want Canada back. We demand our country back. Some say to me, why are you involving yourself in a fight for freedoms? Why not just stick with the gospel and the church? So here is my answer. Isaiah 1:17, it says, learn to do good, seek justice, correct oppression, bring justice to the fatherless, plead the widow's cause. As Christians, we can do no other. When we see evil, when we see injustice, abuse of power, and lawlessness, we have to speak, we have to act. This is our Christian duty. Coming to the rallies, I have heard hundreds of you asking me a simple question. What now? What is the next step? The politicians have betrayed us. Clergymen have abandoned us. Media is manipulating us, and professors and teachers have been brainwashing us. We have corrupted courts, and the elections have been stolen from us. Medical personnel wants to hurt us and our children. The whole system is rotten and rigged. What can we, the free Canadians, do then? What are we to do? Here is my answer. Growing up in Poland, I have seen this succeed. We will create our own system outside their corrupted agenda, movement that will not be controlled by the globalist devils. It will be grassroots, our own government, of the people, by the people, for the people, and God in the middle. With His law and order, with His justice, we will not lose. We want our voice back. We are nobody's slaves. We are Canadians. We want servants in the parliament and legislatures, in our city halls. We want them to be servants, not tyrants. Tyrants need to go. Here is, I want to remind you, a Prime Minister, the 13th Prime Minister of this great nation. Here is what he said, John Diefenbaker. I am a Canadian, free to speak without fear, free to worship in my own way, free to stand for what I think is right, free to oppose what I believe wrong, and free to choose those who shall govern my country. This heritage of freedom I pledge to uphold for myself and all mankind. It's time for Diefenbakers to come back to our nation. So here today, I present to you our own Canadian Solidarity Movement with a list of 21 demands. As you remember, I grew up in Poland under the boots of the Soviets. I grew up behind the Iron Curtain. And I'm telling you, in 1981, when people said, we are not in this together with the corrupted government officials. We are in solidarity together. Yes. And it's time. It's time to create our own society outside of their corrupted system. When we will work with each other, when we will hire each other, when we will buy from the farmers and people that have been losing their jobs, their businesses all over this great country. So here I have 21 demands that we want from the corrupted government. And if they will not give them to us, we will create our own court system, our own police, our own politicians. Number one, no mandates. Number two, no compelled medical procedures. Number three, no lockdowns. Number four, no censorship or deplatforming imposed by the government. 5, no government-owned or funded media. 6, local selection of judges. Trudeau needs to go. That's a giver. 7, referendums on key issues. 8, the right to recall politicians. 9, paper ballot elections using picture identification to verify voter eligibility without mail-in ballots or electronic tabulators. 10, local police selection. 11, open debate without censorship. 12, transparent health care costs. 13, standardized testing for education. 14, recognize parental authority in matters of education and medical treatment. 15. Sovereignty over environmental regulations. 16. Sovereignty over firearm rights. We should be able to defend ourselves if needs be. 17. Sovereign local tax collection. Why should we Albertans give the devils in Ottawa everything we work for so hard? 18. Listen to this one. Restitution or monetary compensation for those that have been subjected to illegal COVID mandates. By the way, it's a nice weather. We are Canadians, we shall survive. 19. Students should not be blocked from attending school due to the medical procedures they or their families oppose. 20. Constitutionally limit government to a maximum taxation rate of 10%. 21. Clergy should be free to peacefully assemble. Here is what we are proposing. Our own Canadian solidarity movement. We are working on a website and it's live now. We're going to be asking every one of you to sign up. We are not going to be running for a party at this moment. We're going to grow as a grassroots movement. Until one day, in 1982, the Polish Solidarity Movement reached 10 millions. When they outgrew the ruling Communist Party by 3, they took over the country. It's possible, but we have to unite, we have to stand up and stay warm. Be blessed.
You.
Hey.
All right, Warriors, you've lost in this clothes for those of you who stuck around.
Hey.
Thank you. Are
See
you
you,
ready
buddy.
to walk?
Hey, how are you?
We're proud of you.